Selling 90 Day Fiance to a network was an uphill battle for the show's creator Matt Sharp. 90 Day Fiance drew a lot of viewers when its successful season 1 premiered on TLC in 2014. At that time, American citizens falling in love with a foreign partner and bringing them to the States on a K-1 visa was already a thing, but it hadn't been portrayed in a binge-worthy docuseries until then. Discovering the world was a light bulb moment for its creator Matt Sharp, like the way Scott Dunlap discovered there was a reality TV gem in documenting the lives of annoying rich tennis wives, which brought us the Real Housewives franchise. Unfortunately, Sharp didn't have Bravo to back him up like Dunlap. But thanks to a sizzle tape featuring interesting characters like Russ and Paula Mayfield, who almost backed out, TLC knew it was the perfect addition to their network. Here's what Sharp went through to make 90 Day Fiancé happen. Matt Sharp was told he was crazy while pitching 90 Day Fiancé to networks. The idea for 90 Day Fiancé first came to Sharp in 2012. He'd seen a news story about Americans going abroad to find love after meeting their partners online. He was fascinated by the fact that these people would risk traveling outside the US just to meet their online lovers for the first time. It was an incredible new world for Sharp, who went on to research how common it was before coming up with the show's premise. We discovered that once people found others abroad and traveled to meet them, they would then propose. The most interesting part of all to us was the K-1 visa process. We were blown away that after these people meet and fall in love, they go through all of this process for the visa. The second they hit US soil, there's a ticking clock. They had to be married in 90 days or leave the country. Sharp was sure he had a good show in his hands, but many networks weren't ready for this bold reality TV. We thought we had a great concept, so we quickly wrote up a pitch and we brought it around, he told Next TV. We pitched it to all the networks and immediately got rejected everywhere. The Sharp Entertainment founder was called crazy by everyone who heard the pitch. Even 90 Day Fiancé host Sean Robinson didn't expect the show to blow up the way it did. I think if there's a person that said, "I knew this would happen," I don't think they are necessarily telling the truth, she admitted. I don't think anybody could foresee the popularity of the show. Now, even these celebrities tune in on the show. TLC was surprised that most networks rejected 90 Day Fiancé. TLC hadn't explored romance-related shows when 90 Day Fiancé was pitched to them, but they were surprised that other networks didn't find the series interesting. I was surprised that nobody had been intrigued by the concept. There was a great ticking clock element to it, said Howard Lee, who's now the president of the network as well as Discovery Networks. Alon Orstein, TLC's senior vice president of development and production, even said the show was perfect for the network's brand, referring to Lee being swept away by Sharp's sizzle reel. It immediately sparked with us, Orstein recounted. What we saw and heard felt really fresh. TLC wasn't in the love and relationship space at that time, but we were starting to think about diving into that more. Orstein added, "It seemed so perfect for TLC. It was authentic. It was not manufactured reality. These were people who had already connected. They may not know each other well, but they met on their own, and they came from different backgrounds, cultures, and religions." According to the TLC exec, the network immediately triggered the series and went right into casting and production after Lee and Sharp's meeting. But the battle didn't end there. The latter was faced with more challenges with casting, finding real couples, and making sure their organic connections translate on TV. Matt Sharp had to consult immigration attorneys to cast 90 Day Fiancé. While Sharp was optimistic about pitching 90 Day Fiancé, he admitted that it's difficult casting this show. The main hurdle is that they're looking for real people who, on the outside, are in sketchy online relationships with foreigners. The producer said they started by talking to immigration attorneys, not to consult about the legalities of casting, but to get leads for cast members. We said, "We're doing this documentary show about Americans who have fallen in love with people abroad. If there's anyone in your world who would be interested, please give them our information and have them reach out." Sharp said of that time, "People started trickling in." Season 1's Paula revealed that they found out about the show because her husband, Russ, hired an attorney who could help him take off the pressure of getting the K-1 visa.